I'm not a good person. I have to wake up every day knowing that fact. I have to go about my life making my tweets, hiding the fact that I am in fact a being of very questionable morality. It's not easy to be me, an immoral man hiding behind a shield of anonymity. At least, that's what the internet wants you to believe. There's this very odd crusade that's been going on lately on the interwebs about pointing out how your favorite streamer, who you think is just nice and cozy and wholesome and making fun content, that is not actually the case. That person that you thought you knew, that you thought you liked, well, that person is actually evil because they made a joke that's somewhat insensitive. I know. It's crazy to even think that someone you know would make an insensitive joke. But they might have, and for that reason and that reason alone, it is my moral imperative to crucify them in front of the masses to gain clout over it. I mean, for morality purposes only. This is a perspective that clouds the eyes and the minds of so many people, and that is kind of what we're going to be talking about today in regards to a very, very prevalent thing that just happened, and it's really sad, actually, and we're going to be talking about it because I don't exactly have the same take as everyone else on the planet, which is when I actually sit down and make these videos. Now, you should note, if you look back at my channel, a lot of the videos like this are gone. YouTube took down some of them, I took down some of them and put them on my Patreon, and the same fate will befall this one. In a week, this will not be here, so feel free to pledge to my Patreon to support your boy, and if you don't want to or don't have the means to, that is also totally okay. This video will not be around forever. Subscribe for future videos like this so you don't miss them. But to keep you informed, because I like an informed audience, not only have I been getting poop on for some of my takes and for some of my shiz lately, but a lot of people have been getting said poop. Now, if it was just me getting the poop, I wouldn't really care. I've gotten poop for worse. But by the fact that this has become like an entire social discussion, I feel like I am the benevolent overlord with all the answers, and I am down to impart them to the plebeians. That's not you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm talking about the people on Twitter that inevitably clip this video and try to cancel me. For those of you that are unaware at the time of recording this video, yesterday, a submarine got lost. There was this submarine tour where for 250 clams, $250,000, you could go on this incredibly dystopian adventure where you go into a submarine, you go down, and you see the wreckage of the Titanic. A once-in-a-lifetime event. Something that I don't think most normal humans would actually want to do, but apparently for some rich people who have done everything else the world has to offer and they want to go start searching for the One Piece, this is kind of the thing that they want to do now for some reason. So, very cool. You pay your $250,000 because you're an incredibly rich person and don't really care about money to the point that you use $100 bills to wipe your butthole, and you go into the submarine and you go down, deep down to the Titanic wreckage. It's exciting. You come back up. It's a short story. It's an adventure of a lifetime. You get to flex all your friends that you did it, because let's be real, that's why most people do exciting things. And that's it. That's the whole story. Or at least that's what it should be. But also very similar to One Piece, this story has a lot more episodes than it was supposed to have. It went on for a lot longer, and the filler arcs were fierce. This submarine, on one of these adventures with 5 people in it, well, it got lost. Yeah. So it went down to look for the Titanic wreckage and all that fun stuff, and it's gone. At the time of me recording this, it has not been found. It lost communication with the people on top. It seems to have lost power. Apparently they were using like a Logitech gaming controller to control the freaking submarine, which is wild, especially because you're taking a wireless device so deep under the sea. Yeah, like, it just sounds like it's a recipe for disaster, and it was. The Grand Line seemed to have claimed another victim. In this case, it seems to have claimed 5 victims. Now, this is a very sad story. Despite the fact that these people are rich, evil people, maybe, I don't know them personally, but a lot of people on the internet seem to have the mindset that, oh well, they're rich and probably evil, and therefore, El Rip Bozo, haha, Lamau, and that's the perspective a lot of people have. I think that that is a pretty lackluster, empathy-lacking perspective, but that is the perspective that a lot of people on the internet have. And now, here's the really interesting thing. The really interesting thing is the counterculture to all of this. It's the people that feel like they're propping themselves up by calling out the people that made jokes or allusions to this entire submarine story. Now, when the submarine thing happened and they ran out of air in the submarine, at least according to all the scientific calculations to when the air and the oxygen would run out in there and they'd start suffocating, which is horrible and tragic, I tweeted out something that, yes, it is humorous in a dark way, but then again, I do like dark humor. It's kind of my brand, sort of, and it's why YouTube doesn't like me as much as I would like them to like me. But I tweeted out, Titanic 2, Humans 0. A very somber nod to the fact that the Titanic, 110 years after it sunk, somehow managed to claim more lives. Which, I guess there's a humorous twist you could make to it. Not that I'm laughing at these people's deaths, I'm just pointing out something that happened. And of course, the Twitter people did not like that at all. Oh my god, I cannot believe this. I looked up to you. How could you be a person like this? That would be happy these people died. I don't know where exactly you see there that I'm happy anybody died here. And what's super ironic is that a lot of the people tweeting out how immoral and horrible and cruel everyone is for making subtle notes or making fun of these people that used a wireless Logitech controller thousands of meters under the ocean. These people are all getting insane poop by people who tweeted "Rip Bozo" when the Queen died. Yeah, I find the double standard of the internet so wild because when the Queen died, there was this entire massive wave of people tweeting "Rip Bozo," which I think is even more insensitive than tweeting Titanic 2 Human 0. And some of the people that tweeted the "Rip Bozo" when the Queen died are the people calling out the people for making subtle memes or laughs or nods at the entire submarine situation. Now, I am someone that does appreciate dark humor, and I feel like that does not detract from being morally just or from being empathetic towards these people that lost their lives. I do not see these as a complete contradiction to each other. It's the people that try to cancel me on Twitter for laughing at South Park on my second channel, which I've been doing a lot lately, saying that laughing at a racist joke will make you inherently a racist person. It's the same concept of laughing at the stupidity of these people dying make you being somebody that wants these people to die, which is obviously not the case. I would go as far as to say, and this is the nuclear take, everyone put on your sunglasses and turn on your armament hockey, because ladies and gentlemen, the nuclear take is, I think the people that are going out of their way to insult and put on blast the people that made jokes about the situation, they are doing it for clout. They are not doing it because it's their moral imperative. And in my opinion, humiliating someone or trying to ruin someone's career over the fact that they made a joke like this is more morally reprehensible than the joke itself. That's my nuclear take. Now, obviously, this is a tragedy. Obviously, this is something sad, even if these are not people that necessarily you like, it doesn't matter. This is the loss of people's lives. But the double standard that when you are managing to win out by making jokes, saying, nah, this ain't it, when someone makes some joke about the submarine thing, but you are the same person that's tweeting "Rip Bozo" when the Queen dies, because that'll get you clout in that situation, it really gets to show exactly where your face is. Perfectly positioned to suck off any tragedy or any event just in your own way. Yes, you are going to manage to take clout from the submarine situation and the people dying, but the clout you're going to take is not going to be for making jokes about the submarine dying. No. The clout and the relevancy that you're going to have in regards to this situation is going to be tenfold making fun of the people that talk about the situation. And I guess then there's me. Yeah, there's me making fun of the people, making fun of the people, making fun of the situation, which puts me at the top of the totem pole of assholes. I guess I am just a terrible person. What can I say? Now, to continue talking about this situation and why it became such a massive gaffe in the community, the stepson of one of the people on the submarine right now, that's probably dead by now, the stepson of that dude, has been replying to e-girls and liking e-girls posts and talking about, oh yeah, e-girls, shake those tatas, show me that boot hole, and then having a really fun old time whacking himself to all these people out there on the Twitters. And a lot of people have been saying, sir, you do realize your stepfather is in a submarine dying right now as we speak. And he's like, bro, this is just my coping mechanism. Like, there was one time where some e-girl posts some relatively flattering, ladylike image of herself, and he responds with some horn dog response. And then his response to his own tweet is, thank you for helping take my mind off this trying time. Bro, when you have characters like that in this situation, it's a situation that's gonna be made fun of to some degree, even though obviously there are tragic elements to it. Anyway, this was the first part of my two-part ethically superior Nuxanor series that will be coming out in tandem with each other. Tune in next time where I make fun of idiots for saying that streaming on Kick makes you a morally reprehensible person, and I get into hot water for that one. I've been enjoying making these random 10-minute mogul mail stream of consciousness type videos where I talk about random things in ways that will definitely get me in trouble, and I hope you do too. Subscribe if you want to watch this video again later. It'll be on Patreon because this one is not lasting on the YouTubes. Stay weird, fam.